I think Paul McMahon's sitting there and is about to leap down and join us. And there are no Part A matters in the 2 reports that we've got, so we will address them together if that's all right.
Certainly. So thank you very much, Madam Mayor and Councillors. I just want to point again that we have some Barrington issues, but to say that on the traffic and parking issues there's been some progress. I don't have details yet. So the Community Board Advisor has been talking to parking and traffic staff about that. But in terms of bus, there hasn't been any progress, and we're still waiting on a key report. And so that's all from the first report. The second report from the 21st of March. I just wanted to point that we've had some feedback around the draft, the district plan review, and the community feels very strongly that the consultation hasn't been in enough plain language, and that people don't really understand it. And so in some ways that's not much of a consultation at all. And I understand that we're under difficult time frames, and there's only so much that we can do as a council. But in some areas of a community where there's going to be more intensification, that does mean that there's going to be significant changes, and so those changes really do need to be explained very clearly to the people that it affects. And also I want to point to our community board granted some money to Addington Net to move to new premises. And this ongoing issue, they had to move out of their premises in Addington because the rent was too high, and so there is an ongoing issue with community groups not having anywhere to go. And we're still waiting on a report about the use of the distribution centre in Colombo Street, and we're very keen to see progress on that.
Yep. Any questions? Or
just one issue that you may not be aware of. There is a new facility, the Christchurch Exchange, opening early May at 145, I think, Wilson's Road, that is looking for tenants. Mostly in the more creative industries type thing, but I'll tell you about it.
So that's north of Brougham Street, isn't it?
You're asking me geography questions? It's not a good thing to do.
Phil?
Just to comment, really, I understand that in terms of the distribution centre, that the upper mezzanine floor is carefully being looked at by staff. And the only other comment I'd make is that in relation to 2.1 on page 181, Jane, that if we could get a timeline date for that meeting to happen with ECAN, please.
2.1 on...
The report's on page 181,
oh,
so
yeah.
It's
yep.
at the bottom of 2.1.
Yep.
And there's a final issue, and I wasn't at the community leaders forum that Sarah held, but to hear that Sarah is taking credit for events that the council is running is a bit frustrating.
Are they? Oh.
No.
Oh well. If that were the worst thing they were doing, I'd be happy. I didn't say that. You misheard.
I'll move the reports.
Move the report, Phil Clearwater. Seconded, Tim Scandrett. I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you very much. The next, Pam Richardson.